Welcome to the Local Business Insider Podcast with the Small Business Owners Alliance. This is a space where we sit down with real entrepreneurs and talk about the wins, the lessons, and the honest moments that come with running a business. I'm your host, Nicole Redinbaugh, small business owner, insurance broker, and founder of the Small Business Owners Alliance here in the Omaha area. Whether you're local to Nebraska or just love learning from real-world business stories, you're in the right place. With us today, we have Levi and Angel Nicoloai from Omaha ADvantage. They lead a full-service digital marketing agency that helps local businesses reach more customers and grow their brand. But what really sets them apart is their indoor digital billboards that they offer. And today, we're going to learn a little bit more about your business. I really appreciate you being here to join us today at one of our first podcasts for the Small Business Owners Alliance.
Thanks for having us.
We're excited to be here.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much. And I love the fact that the two of you work together as a husband and wife team. I think that's really great. Every small business owner has kind of a story of how you got started. What made you decide that you wanted to get into this business, especially because my understanding is this is part of a franchise, but you own it locally and you live in the area, you run it from here. What kind of had you decide that was where you wanted to go and take that career leap?
Absolutely. Like a lot of people, we were doing a day-to-day job, the 9 to 5, and we're looking for something a little bit different and going into business for ourselves. We wanted to work together, and I was never meant to be caged. So we were looking, and this opportunity allows me to work with small business owners. Angel, we partner, and I do more of the front end. She does more of the back end.
That's great.
But it's kind of cool because she's more the cautious type, and she's more think about it, don't jump, let's research. And it was probably a couple minutes into the podcast, and she said, "This is you, let's do it." And next day it was ours.
Yeah. Within 24 hours we signed and we got rolling right away. So it was really cool. I knew with Levi's background, just him being such a people person, he wants to be out. He wants to be talking to new people. That's what he likes to do. And it all aligned. Now he's out networking, meeting people, thriving. And, at the same time, he gets to help businesses. And, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, you're definitely a great networker and you both build such strong relationships. I love that. And sometimes when you just know that this feels right and you get that calling, it's like you can kind of step into it confidently. You know that as a business owner, you're taking risks, you're putting your money where your mouth is and your time and energy into it. But I love what you guys have built, and you've been growing so fast, making a great name for yourself in the area. And I love that. That's wonderful.
Thank you.
You bet. So your business model is particularly focused around supporting local. So at what point did you kind of realize that to get this business going, that networking was really going to be a key to your success, whether it's with the Small Business Owners Alliance or other networking groups? When did you kind of realize that?
Neither of us are originally from here. Mm-hmm. So we've been here for long enough that we're like, okay, we're from Omaha now that we've been here for, 7-8 years, but we're not from here. So we don't have the people we went to high school with. We don't have that. So now that, we have this opportunity for people, how do we get it in front of them? Right. So in these networking groups, there's so many people who know so many people. So even if we, make just the slightest impression on one person, that person can take it and give it to their 5 people, whatever it is. But really, it's just about, getting in front of those people, meeting new people, and networking's the number one way to do it.
Well put.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. And a lot of people get into business because they're passionate about something, but they don't maybe know how to wear all the other hats they have to. You also embody the value of in-person connections. And I think that that's just something so powerful you just can't replicate. You tend to build really strong, loyal relationships. How do you kind of evaluate a new business that you're going to partner with and kind of know that, hey, this is somebody I can trust, this is somebody I want to bring into my sphere? What does that process kind of look like for you?
Absolutely. And I'll start talking about that. And for anybody listening, shout out to Heart Ventures, one of our first partnerships. But you're exactly right. The strategic relationships are valuable, because a lot of times when you're doing business with someone, it's, do you want to do that business with someone that you're not sure of and then having to revolve that door and do it all over again? Or do you want to take a little bit longer, find the right piece and get that in play? And with our relationships, we've done that. The nice thing about Omaha, where it is a small city, but it's so big that any industry, even ours, there's competition out there. And if they might be better than the next guy, but not so much where if you like that other person better, they might get the business. So it is very, very relationship driven, and then making sure that you do what you say.
Yeah, always showing up. Just, keep to your word. If you told someone you're going to do something, do it. We pay attention to red flags and stuff like that if they do come up. But we've been pretty lucky. Like, I think we've stumbled across a lot of amazing people, and we're grateful for that. So
that's wonderful, especially being somebody that connects with people in person. You just kind of get that vibe from people. But yeah, those relationships do play in. And you're right. It's like the biggest small city I've ever seen in Omaha.
Yes.
So.
And you nailed it when you said trust your gut. I think as most entrepreneurs, we have whatever you want to call it, ADHD or something else going on. As entrepreneurs, we got superpowers, and we just got to learn how to listen to ourselves, even if it doesn't the outside world, because you just, like you said, listen to your gut.
What is it that really helps set you apart, do you think, in connecting so strongly with people?
Respect and trust is gained by many actions, and it's lost by one. We were just talking about this last night.
Yeah.
And it is so true. And you can go on to that, because with your line of work, I feel you gain trust right off the get-go from people.
Yeah, I do. I feel like it's one of those things where you kind of like what we just touched on for me. Like, I just feel like, people doing what they say they're going to do and all that stuff. We tend to do that in our business. Like, if we say, hey, we're going to create this ad for you, we're going to have it to you by next week, whatever it is that we're doing, we, make sure to line up with that and be on time and do all the things that we say we're going to do. So,
and yeah, I mean, this is who we are. Like, who we are right now is really who we are out in whether we're in the professional job role, whether mom and dad, whether we're brother and sister. This is just kind of who we are. And I think a lot of people can see the genuineness in us, and they're just like, oh. And that's what we love about this business, is being with local and family-owned businesses. Mm-hmm. We just feel like we're with our people.
I love the fact that you don't ever, put that slick salesman vibe on, that you just show up as yourself, and you are so authentic and trustworthy, I think, in the fact that you treat other people how you would want to be treated. And it's easy to say that, we've heard that since we were kids, but it's a whole different thing, I think, to embody that and really practice what you preach, especially when it comes to business, where, at the end of the day, we're all business owners because we want to make money, right? Otherwise, we wouldn't be investing this time in doing it. But you still have to be able to go to sleep at night knowing that you did the right thing and, living with those core values. And I love that you bring that to your business too. How do you think that your indoor digital billboards, and I'll tell you, they fascinate me. I love it. I know we've talked about that offline quite a bit, but how do you think that really can help your clients build trust and credibility with prospects in the community?
Can't take this one.
Yes.
The excitement in your eyes. I love it.
I get excited. I love this part because it's totally cool. It's you think about some of these mom and pop shops, and if I can just throw out one of our clients' names that we work with is Mangelsons. They've been around for 60 some years, and it's amazing. And you think about this in this day and era where people can go to Amazon. I can go to Amazon faster and cheaper, most likely, than I can go to Mangelsons. Mm-hmm. But if I'm going out of my way to go to Mangelsons, it's because I like their stuff, I need it, but it's also because I'm just trying to support local, right? So here's the thing. Now there's a billboard up there, and it's part of our business model is yes, we support small business, But we want to make it look like Mangelson's is supporting that small business, because they are. When they allow us to put a billboard in there, they're not only allowing us to do business or getting their name out there, they're creating a space for all these other small businesses that don't have the opportunity to have a brick and mortar. You go into out of your way to shop local and you see other local businesses up there, I guarantee they got the better chance at getting a call, a notice, because they got that opportunity.
Yep.
The other nice thing about the network, again, I'll plug, is we keep corporate out of it. But this truly is a network for local businesses to do affordable. And again, when you're going into a business like that's local and seeing local, it just connects.
Yeah. Because you help kind of create that ad for them, you bring a level of professionalism to some of these small mom and pop shops that it just builds that instant credibility of like, hey, not only am I seeing them on social media, but I'm seeing them out there in the real day-to-day world that I'm engaging in. And they get a lot of visibility. And if they're there shopping for an hour, it's probably going to play a good handful of times, right?
Absolutely.
Yes. So we're on a 15-minute loop. So
Okay.
If the loop is full, they'll get 4 plays an hour. But if the loop's not full, then they'll likely play more than that.
That's wonderful.
To give you an idea of how many times that is they can play 1,000 times a month in a location.
Wow.
And it's some of the locations that we have are like the mom and pop shops that you go. But then other locations are big restaurants and gyms and events and things like that. So in marketing, the rule of 7 is you want to be seen in 7 different places. And the cool thing is it's whether that's social media, whether that's yard signs, radio, all of it's effective. But this is just another medium that just gets people out there, and not when they're going from A to B commuting. They're actually in their destination. They're at a spot where they've got their card out spending money. And what better way to be in front of a customer is when they're doing those motions.
That's great. And I love that point as an insurance agent. You know, I always kind of can't help but think, okay, so you're driving down the road and you hear on the radio, oh, call this number or go to this website. And it's like, okay, well, what am I supposed to do? Whip out my phone or a pen and paper while I'm driving? But yeah, you've got the chance and the time to pay attention and actually take action if you want. So I love that. I think that's great.
The other big point I'll add to that is the stat 75% of word of mouth advertising or word of mouth is face to face. So when you're driving from A to B in your car and you see that ad, there's nobody next to you. The cool thing is if you're sitting down at a coffee shop or one of the restaurants and you see that ad, hey, I use AccuHawk Insurance. Hey, those are my people. We use them. Yeah. And now that word of mouth, you need something to spark that conversation. That's why these days we call ourselves digital wingman.
I love that.
Helping people flirt with success.
I love that tagline. That's great. And I think, you know, that's so important, is that you're right. You need somebody to call attention to it, add value to it with their own thoughts and opinions, even if it's not somebody that uses that business, but they can also just kind of echo your thoughts too, of like, oh, you know, that's cool. Or, oh yeah, we were just talking about needing XYZ business. And I think that that's awesome. Is there anything that, as talking with your customers or prospects, that's come up that you feel like was a light bulb moment for them, that when you were able to explain it more?
Yeah, and absolutely. And there are things that we want more people to know about our business. I think when most people think marketing, they think a couple of different things. Number one, that this company just kind of wants to tell me all their solutions and take their money. And that is definitely not what we want to do. We definitely want to educate. And then secondly, I think a lot of people think marketing has to be super expensive. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh my gosh, let's avoid that altogether. The cool thing with our medium, as far as affordability, is, for example, we got things at Corner Kick and Zio's restaurants. You can play for an entire month in that location, probably for less than you can to eat there for that one time.
That's great.
So as far as affordability, we've got a great way to do that. We want to get people's trust on the billboards because it's unique, it's our niche, but we do all things digital marketing in that realm as well. We can get that trust, and then when people come in and they want to say, man, we can get all this stuff done under one umbrella, Absolutely. But again, coming in there as consultative versus just a sales approach, we want people, hey, this is what we're good at in our lane. Get to know us. Give us more of your business. We'll do a great job for you.
And I think like each business is going to need something different, right?
Yeah.
So like everyone might not need to go up on the billboards. They might need something else like a pay-per-click or, you know, one of the other things that we offer. So I think like just getting an appointment scheduled, sitting down, you know, going over like what is it that your business does, getting to know each other, you know, so that we can know what is it that they're offering, you know, in their business. And then we can let them know how our services can suit them. So I don't think it's like a, you know, one size fits all. I think it's a, you know, let's strategize.
Yep.
It's a strategy for each. So I think that's one thing, because it can feel like overwhelming. It's like, I don't know, should I put my marketing money here? Should I put my marketing money there? And sometimes if you're not, you know, I guess in that marketing, you know, situation, you don't really know what's the best place to put my money. Like, so I think it's just call us, sit down with us, you know, let's figure out what works for you.
That's great. And that actually ties into kind of the next question as we get to wrap up here. But if somebody decides that, hey, I like what you're doing, I want to learn more, what are the ways that they should be reaching out to you?
Well, first they should follow us on social media, because we are Omaha ADvantage Digital Marketing on Facebook. We have Instagram. Follow us on there. We are always posting. You can see on there the services we do, you know, offer. You can see on there the locations. We're always popping up new locations. We're posting that on there. But we're also starting to post more informational stuff so that people know, like, what is pay-per-click? What is, you know, what are the different services and what do they do? You know, following us on social media, I think, is number one. We do have a website, omahaadvantage.com. On there, you can see our locations, but you can also contact us on there as well. And then probably the best way is to...
The best way?
The best way.
I know the best way. Best way is to go to one of our 65 billboards, see my face up there, see my phone number, shoot me a call or a text, sit down with me for a cup of coffee, and let's have a conversation, have fun, and see if we can mutually help each other.
Yeah.
That is ultimately the best way, because at the end of the day, it's a relationship game, and let's win together.
Yes.
I love that.
And that's what I was going to say, by the way.
You know, when you work together, sometimes you just got to finish each other's sentences.
Yes.
Get to know each other so well. No, that's fantastic. And I love how you make marketing so approachable and personable. And it is all about that relationship. And how can you not only just get your name out there, but get you out there. You are a small business for a reason, and you want to kind of be the face of that business. And how can you help make that happen? And I think the partnerships that you offer together can do a great job with that. So I love that. Well, thank you so much for joining. And yes, echo that sentiment. Please go ahead and follow Levi and Angel Nicoloai with Omaha ADvantage. We'd love if you could like, comment, and share our video here too for the Small Business Owners Alliance podcast. And stay in touch with us. We have more videos coming where we talk with other local businesses. Whether you're in the Omaha area or not, we know that there's going to be something you can learn from it. Thanks, and I hope you have a great day.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.